Hello, everybody. Brian Oxley back here with another game in my Fury football tournament. It's a double elimination tournament with all the teams from the new set. Here's the winners bracket so far. We've got Los Angeles, Denver, Atlanta, Chicago, Milwaukee, New York, Lone Star, and New Orleans. Today, we're going to be playing a game from the consolation bracket. These teams trying to get back, get a chance to get to here, and we have the Gulf Coast Splash against the Vegas Bada Bings. So Gulf Coast, they lost their opening game to Atlanta 21-9, and then they beat Southern California 27-15. As far as Vegas goes, they defeated Seattle 17-7, but then lost to Lone Star 19-12. So we'll see what happens in this match up here. The winner of this match will play either Washington or Miami. That's the next game on the schedule, and then the loser is out of the tournament. That'll be their second loss. All right, so let's get going here. Got everything set up, team set up. Got Gulf Coast offense and defense, Vegas offense, defense. All that's set up. Hopefully, I remember to do this. Sometimes I forget. First, we got to see who gets the ball first after the spam call is disconnected. All right, Dot, Gulf Coast will get the ball first. And it is a Dot. So Gulf Coast, first possession, midfield, first down. And I'm using the auto call here for the plays. Green die is the offense, red die is the defense. First play for Gulf Coast. And it's going to be a run versus run. Run versus run. Here we go. Gulf Coast. Rogers is the star back. We're going to be looking at player 7. That is Haygood. And on a run, it's a medium gain. So medium gain for Gulf Coast. Let's see how much it's for. And it's for 10. Touchdown. Touchdown Gulf Coast. First play of the game. Can't do much better than that. So 6-0 Gulf Coast. Let's see what they're going to go for on the conversion. They're going to go from the 1. And it's going to be a pass play against a pass defense. Pass versus pass. Here we go. We're looking at the star back. That is Rogers. And on a pass, it's a long gain. A triangle is interception. Oh, he got the triangle. So, interception on the conversion. Conversion attempt. So, no good. But Vegas will have to start their first possession on their own 1-yard line. All right. So Vegas, their star back is a Roscoe, and they are in the orange zone, so they are going to call a run play, and it's going to be against a pass defense. So let's see what happens here. Run versus pass for Vegas. I'm looking at player 3. That is Bryant, and for run, it's a medium gain, or a circle is no gain. He got the circle, so no gain on first down for Vegas. So second down. And again, they're going to try a run play, and it's going to be this time against a run defense. Run v run. We're looking at player 1. That is Yale. And a run is a short gain unless it's a circle. Then it turns into a long gain. That's a long gain. Long gain for Vegas. So we're going to do 3 dice. And that is 10. So big gain there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gulf Coast 9. Third down. Pass versus Fury. For Vegas, and we're going to be looking at their star back, Orozco. And a pass, it's an interception. Unless it's a circle, it'd be a long gain, and unfortunately he got the square, so it is going to be an interception. And Gulf Coast will take over for their second possession at their own 9 with a 6-0 lead. Second possession, first down, they're at the 9. Let's see what Gulf Coast is going to do here. First down. They're going to run. It's a run play in the white zone. Run play versus a react. Run versus react for Gulf Coast here. We'll be on 16 on the defensive card. Let's see. 16 react. Let's do this. Flip it. React. 16. And it was a run play, so we're going to be looking at player 6 for Vegas. That is Andrews. And against the run, it's a short gain. Unless it's a triangle, it'd be a short loss. So it's a short loss. Good play by Andrews. Let's see how much the short loss is for. For 1, but it's still a short loss. So Andrews with the nice play. Gulf Coast now at their own 8, second down. Still in the white zone, so it's going to be a run play against a react. Run versus react for Gulf Coast, second down. We're going to be looking at player 11, that is Curry. And on 11 is a touchdown. Unless it's a circle, it turns into a short gain, and he got the circle. So short gain. Short gain of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's at the 7. So down to the Vegas 7. Third down. Let's see what Gulf Coast is going to do here on third down. It is going to be, let's see, they're still in the white zone. So it's going to be a run play, run versus react again. So 2 in a row, run versus react. And we get a 19, so react, 19, run. We're going to be looking at player 12. That is Rogers, and a run is a long gain, or a circle is no gain. Oh, got the circle, no gain. So fourth down for Gulf Coast on their second possession. They got a 6-0 lead. Let's see what they can do here. Fourth down. And they call an audible, and it is against a gotcha defense, so it's going to be no gain and a loss on downs. So Vegas will take over for their second possession at their own 7, trailing 6-0. Alright, here we go. Vegas Bada Bings. Audible against a Fury. Okay, audible, Fury, and what I've been doing is I roll this. If it's a circle, it's a run play. Anything else, a pass. So they're going to pass. So pass versus Fury for Vegas. Me looking at 13. So the Fury card, 13, pass, it's a sack. So Roscoe is sacked. Let's see for how much. Oh, wow. 6. So now they're backed up all the way to their own 1 again. Second down. Not a great spot. They're going to audible again. This time it's against a run defense. So they'll pass. So it'll be a pass versus a run. I mean, looking at 15, that'll probably be a good play here. Defense run 15 against the pass is a short gain. Short gain of 4. Short gain of 4, so they're out to their own 5, but it's third down. Alright, we got, let's see, they're in the white zone. Again, audible, but our react defense is going to shut it down. No gain. And now it's fourth down. And I don't do any of the punting, so they're just going to have to try to make the yardage. Score would be great, but if they get a long gain or something, get them out into Gulf Coast territory, wouldn't be too bad. But let's see what happens here. They need to stay away from those audibles. That was 3 straight audibles in a row. And this time they're going to go just a straight run, but it's going to be against a run defense for Gulf Coast. So let's see what happens. And we're looking at 12. That's the starback, Orozco. And on a run, he gets a short gain. Looking for a big short gain. And they got it. Wow, 6. Okay, so they're going to lose it on downs. They get 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Gulf Coast will take over their third possession. At their own 9 with a 6-point lead, 6-0. All right, let's see what they can do. It was a good play by Vegas to get the ball out of their own end a little bit, but let's see if it pays off. So Gulf Coast, they're in the white zone, first down. They're going to pass against a run defense here. We'll be looking at 17. So run defense 17, and they're going to pass. It's a long gain. Long gain for Gulf Coast. They need 11, and they get they get 13. So a touchdown. Touchdown, Gulf Coast. And it's 12-0. They lead. See what they're going to convert for. Convert for 5. So I'll put it right there. And try to convert for 5. And what they're going to do, they're going to pass against a pass defense. Pass versus pass. We're looking at 14. 14, okay, so pass defense, 14 passes, interception. So no good on the conversion attempt from the 5. So that'll get Vegas the ball, be their third possession, starting at their own 5, and they are down 12-0. All right, let's see if Orozco can get something going here. So Vegas, they're going to pass in the white zone against a react. Pass versus react. So Gulf Coast coming after them. Let's see what happens. We're looking at 16. All right, react. Defense is react. 16, and it was a pass. So we're going to be looking at player 3 for Gulf Coast, which is Bryant. Against the pass, it's just incomplete. So second down. Alright, it's white zone still. So this time it's going to be a run versus run. Run versus run, or run versus gotcha, which gotcha is whatever the play call was. So run or pass. Looking at player 7 for Vegas, that's McNown, and on a run it's a medium gain. Medium gain of, wow, 10. Big medium gain. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down to the 5. So third down for Vegas. They got it down to the Gulf Coast 5. Let's see what they can do here. They're down 12-0. Alright, it's still the white zone, so they're going to pass against the react. Pass versus react. Looking at player 7 again. That's McNown, and on the pass, it's incomplete. A square is a short gain. He got the square, so it is a short gain. See if he can punch it in. 5 or 6, it's in. He got it. Touchdown Vegas. Touchdown Vegas. Cut the lead in half. 12-6. Alright, so third possession. A lot of times I let the decider, Fury die, make the decision. I'm going to say third possession. Tough one. Alright, here's what I'm going to say. If it comes up a square, they're going to go for 7 to get the lead. Anything else I'll roll, and whatever they get, that's what they'll go for. Alright, they decide they're going to try for the 7-point conversion. Seven-point conversion in the lead. And they are going to, in the white zone, they're going to call pass. You know, with that pass again, this time against a Fury defense. So let's see how that works out. And we're looking at player 6. Player 6 is Mora, and against the pass, he gives up a long gain. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, well, let's see what happens. That's 3 dice to get 7. And they don't get it. They only get 4 on a long gain to try to get the conversion and the lead. Wow. Alright, so that will take it down to the 3. That's where Gulf Coast will take over for their 4th and final possession. Gulf Coast 3, first down, 4th possession. So Vegas goes for the lead, comes up a couple markers short, but they'll still get one more possession maybe here. But let's see if Gulf Coast can. They're in a tough spot here. They don't want to give up a defensive touchdown, but they also want to score and make it more than a 6-point lead. So, all right, first down. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to pass against the pass defense. And we get an 18. So pass defense probably not going to be good for Gulf Coast here. 18, pass 18, yep, interception. Oh, not what you needed there. I don't know. Probably maybe should have kept it on the ground, but they went for it, and it gets picked off. Rodgers is picked off, and now that gives Vegas the ball. 4th possession at the Gulf Coast 3, trailing by 6. So if they punch it in, they'll tie the game, and then they can go for the 1 point conversion to try to win it. But first of all, they got to put it. They got to try to get it in. So let's see what happens here. So they're going to audible. They're in the orange zone. Audible against the gotcha. So that play is going to get stopped for no gain. And now it's second down. Again, they're going to audible. But this time this time Vegas is calling for a pass defense. So Gulf Coast will run the ball, or Vegas will run the ball against Gulf Coast pass defense at the 3. Good spot here for Vegas. And we're looking at player 1 for Gulf Coast. That is Dodd, and against the run he's going to give up a short gain. Let's see what the short gain is. It is touchdown. Touchdown, Vegas. Wow. What a turn of events. All right, well, again, they only need one, so that's what they're going to go for. Now the question is, what do they call here? Well, let's see. They're going to pass against, against the react. Pass versus react. And we're looking at 18. So react defense, 18 pass. We're going to be looking at player 12 for Vegas. That is Orozco. It's an interception unless it's a circle, and it is an interception. So no good. And we're tied at 12 after each team has had 4 possessions. So we got to go to overtime. All right. So I play kind of like I think like the NFL still does it. I'm going to roll to see who gets the ball first. Each team is at least going to get a chance with the ball. So let's see who's going to get the ball first in overtime. And it's going to be Vegas. And they will start at midfield. First down. All right, so it's going to be pass versus pass as we start overtime for Vegas. And we're looking at Vegas player 11 for pass. It's a long game unless it's a square. That's incomplete. He got the square. Incomplete. Second down. Pass versus run. Looking at player 5 for Gulf Coast, that's all Ehlers. And against the pass is a short gain, or triangle would be incomplete. He got the circle, so it's a short gain. Short gain for Vegas. Short gain of 1. Yikes. That is definitely a short gain. Alright, so Gulf Coast 9, third down. Audible against a pass. So they'll run. Run versus pass, third down. Looking at player 2. That is Cannon, and against the run it's a fumble. Unless it's a circle, it's a short gain. It's not a short gain, it's a fumble. Oh goodness. So Cannon comes up with the fumble, and the Gulf Coast Splash will have the ball at their own 9 with a chance to win the game. This would be the point where both teams have had the ball, so even if a penalty would come up, that could decide the game, but we'll see what happens. Here's Gulf Coast. First down, overtime. They are going to run against a react. Run versus react. We're going to be looking at player 8, and that is steal. And a run is a medium gain. All right. Well, an 11 will win it, 11 or 12. Nope, just 4. But it is a gain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Vegas 7, second down. And now they're going to call a pass. Pass against Fury. And we're going to be looking at player 9. That is Rokes. And the pass, it's a medium gain. All right, here we go. In Gulf Coast, finish this off. They need at least 7 on a medium gain. No. 4. Down to the Vegas 3. Third down. Can Vegas hang on here? All right, we're going to have, let's see, they are in the orange zone now. So it's still going to be a pass, and against a pass defense. Pass versus pass. Third down for Gulf Coast at the Vegas 3. Tie game 12-12 in overtime. And we're going to be looking at player 2. That is Rodney against the pass, incomplete. Incomplete. So fourth down for Gulf Coast at the Vegas 3. Yeah, run versus run. Can Gulf Coast get it in? I'm looking at player 7 for the run. That's Haygood, medium gain. They need 3. And they get it. Touchdown. Touchdown, end of game. Gulf Coast is going to win this one 18-12 in overtime. Crazy game. A lot of fun. So we'll pencil them in. Like I said, they'll take on the winner of the next game between Washington and Miami. And unfortunately for Vegas, put up a good fight. Man, if they could have just converted on that fourth possession. They scored to tie it up, and then got the interception, scored to tie it up, and then went for the 1-point winning conversion. Roscoe was intercepted, and then Vegas moved the ball a little bit, but then a fumble, and then Gulf Coast cashed in on fourth down there from the 3. So fun game. I'm trying to do more games, do some more videos with games when times allow. But yeah, this one was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, like I said, this is Fury Football from Play Games. The teams are the I guess enhanced version, new version, however you want to call it. So yeah, I'm playing the tournament, throwing all the six teams that come with the game, the base teams, and then of the card here, there's the expansion bundle that you can get as well. It has 24 more teams, so that's where we came up with. That's where we got the 30-team bracket, Double-Elimination. So, all right, fun game. Yeah, what a back and forth. Kind of early first Gulf Coast scored right off the bat on the first play of the game. Made it 12-0 on the third possession. Vegas came back, got within a touchdown, then forced an interception, scored to tie it, went for one, didn't get it. Then we went to overtime, and Gulf Coast finally pushed it across the goal line to win the game. So thanks for watching. We will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.